Hi mamas, and welcome back to my channel. In this video I just want to talk about the challenges mothers find while breastfeeding and what are the methods of breastfeeding. Remember, breastfeeding, it's very easy and all babies are born with the reflex to look for their mothers, but some mothers need practical support with positioning their babies for breastfeeding and make sure that their baby attach correctly to their breast. Remember, this is done immediately after giving birth, in the very first 1 hour after giving birth, and you can repeat that frequently after giving birth. But if at all this is your first time to click on my channel, please kindly subscribe. I'm Sharat and I'm an experienced mother. For 1 year I have a baby boy and I have been breastfeeding my baby boy for 1 year. In that case, I'm an experienced mother. I have seen a lot of things in this breastfeeding session, so I would like to share my experience as a mother for 1 year. And I'm experienced in nursing, parenthood, and maternhood. I'm a nursing girl. So in that case, let's get started in point number 1. But I'm going to talk about washing nipples before breastfeeding. Yeah, it isn't necessary to wash your nipples while going to breastfeed. Babies are born with they are already born with their familiar or their own smell of their own mothers and the sounds. Nipples produce a substance that the baby smells and has the good bacteria that helps to build their own immune system. Number 2, I'm going to talk about you should only eat plain foods while breastfeeding. Breastfeeding mothers need to eat balanced diet. In general, there is no need to change their food habits. Babies are exposed to their mother's food preferences from the time they are in the womb, so no need to change your feeding. You don't need to change your diet if you are breastfeeding mothers, so you can still eat your food you've been eating because babies are already exposed to the food you've been eating when you're pregnant. 3, I'm going to talk about exercise won't affect the taste of the milk. Exercise is also healthy for breastfeeding mothers. There is no evidence that exercise will affect the taste of your milk, so it's very effective and very healthy for mothers who are breastfeeding to do exercise while breastfeeding their baby, to help them lose weight, to help them lose weight, to produce enough milk while breastfeeding their mother by the good exercises they can do while breastfeeding their babies. Number 4, I'm going to talk about breastfeeding while you're sick. You shouldn't breastfeed your baby while you're sick, but depending on the kind of sickness you're having. Some sickness, like leave alone the viral infections or the viral loads in your body, like HIV, hepatitis, and other kind of severe cases of sickness. But some diseases, like for others which can be treated by medication, you can still breastfeed your baby as long as you take good food and drinks and medication at the particular time given by the doctors. You can still breastfeed your baby and your baby will stay healthy without getting contracted with the kind of diseases you're having, as long as you're taking your medication. And remember, mothers who are taking ARVs, that they are having HIV, hepatitis, having COVID, they are not supposed to breastfeed their baby because it's easily to get the same kind of diseases through breast milk. So in that case, you shouldn't breastfeed your baby if at all you have that kind of diseases, mostly HIV. So but other diseases, it depends. If at all you're taking medication, you're free to still breastfeed your baby, because remember, breast milk is the best food for all little babies, so you can still breastfeed your baby. Number 5, I'm going to talk about separate a mother to let her rest. No, this is not needed. You shouldn't separate a mother from the baby after birth. Remember, nurses and doctors are recommending mothers to do skin to skin after giving birth. Immediately in the very first 1 hour, the mother is supposed to breastfeed the baby in the very first hour and added on frequently after the first 1 hour. This helps to increase the breast milk supply and helps the baby to cope up with the breastfeeding session and make the breastfeeding journey easier for the mother, at the same time for the baby to cope up that she's supposed to be breastfeeding. Bring your baby in a direct contact after giving birth helps the baby to bond with the mother and to learn the sound and the smell of the mother after giving birth. Okay guys, love you all and see you in the next video, but don't forget to subscribe, drop your comments, like to friends and families. If at all you find this useful, but if at all you find any error in this video, kindly don't be with a bad heart. Be free to comment anything you find in this video to help me improve on my lectures. Thanks and see you in the next video. Love you all. Mwah.